Welcome back to UMG Nashville, Elgato 25K, and right now we have a huge match in loser bracket. It's going to be Team EnVyUs against FaZe Clan. See both teams in the side-by-side shot right there. Just waiting on Parasite for a quick second, but we can go through the maps here, Bryce. We're going to have Freight Dom, Freight S&D, Warhawk Blitz, Sav Dom, Octane S&D. Freight Dom, one of EnVy's stronger maps. Freight S&D map that we haven't seen FaZe really play too often, but one that EnVy doesn't feel very confident in. Warhawk Blitz, that is a map that we actually saw FaZe lose earlier today to MW. Sav Dom, map that EnVy is pretty good at, and then Octane S&D, another map that we saw FaZe lose earlier. So, these maps look pretty favorable for Team EnVyUs, starting the series off.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm going to probably, the question I actually want to ask is whether or not it's going to be Friday EnVy or Saturday EnVy. There is a big deal. I mean, Saturday, they look fantastic.
Yeah, during their original pool play run, you see the players from Team EnVy on your screen right there. Formal, JCap, Merc, and Nameless. Formal and Merc, I thought, played the best, that first day through, pool play. Obviously, they didn't play well as a team in pool play at all. But I thought Merc had an amazing event. It'll be interesting to see how they play today. Haven't caught them at all. And then on the FaZe side of things, you have Parasite, Karma, Sensor, and Apathy. Doug Martin, Sensor, playing sleeveless. As always, Damon Barlow, fresh off of, coming on loan from Evil Geniuses. Parasite, former teammate of him from Impact. Apathy, one of the better players in Call of Duty. Pretty much through all of Call of Duty, go switch strictly business and FaZe.
One thing I'm actually going to say about Karma, he's actually a pretty modest dude when you come to think about it, because this is the 2-time world champion, but I've never seen him with both rings. Yeah,
I actually, there was a tweet by JCap. It was like actually about, I think like 2 or 3 days ago, and it was like, the achievements that Karma has, he should have a much bigger ego than it has, and FaZe is saying that they're not ready, so it looks like we're going to have to end this one, but 100% correct. Karma, 2-time world champion, Call of Duty Ghosts and Black Ops 2. Multiple championships with Impact, Complexity, and Evil Geniuses. One of the winningest players in Call of Duty history.
One of the most, I think his earnings, he's at the top of the tree.
But one of the nicest guys I think you will meet here. very quiet.
One of those laid-back guys,
very humble to himself. Prediction for this series, Bryce?
I'm actually going to pick EnVy, but I think it's going to be close. I think we might be seeing a 3-2 here. We could be seeing a map number 5. If it goes map 5, then I'm definitely going to pick EnVy.
Yeah, if it goes map 5, I like EnVy. And I actually like EnVy as well. I think, it'll probably end up looking at the maps right here. Probably a 3-1. I think I can definitely see that coming. But, it's going to be interesting to see how FaZe bounces back from that loss to MW. So, looks like we're going to get clearance from both teams right now. They're good to go. You're just going to look over at FaZe. They are good to go. EnVy has been good to go. So, it looks like we're just going to bring this right back up. Freight Domination will be interesting. Nameless dominates this map from Red 3 with an assault rifle. It'll be interesting to see how FaZe counters that, but that guy right there, he's got to be the one to get it done for EnVy.
Yeah, the kind of the new addition to this EnVy squad, along with JCat, they picked both of them up at the same time. And you know what? It's worked out really well. Obviously, they're first again together. They won G3. They came second at Dallas, and now they're going through here. I believe someone said this is for top 4.
I believe so. That would make a lot of sense, yes.
Yeah, so this is kind of a very important match for both teams.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. You want to keep advancing in losers bracket. Right now on the B stream, you have Optic Gaming against TK as well. Very good match to the biggest brands in Call of Duty. And, I mean, probably have 2 of the other biggest brands in Call of Duty right here on main stage. So, great day for Call of Duty fans. Check out UMGgaming.com. Also, you can check out UMG Online. All those cash-out matches. Free Prime tournaments. Every week. Definitely check that out. But, it looks like we are going to get this map started right here. It's going to be Freight Domination. Who you want to go on board with first?
I'm probably going to go on board with the Ghost, which is going to be FaZe first of all. But one thing I want to just quickly touch on while we've got 20 seconds left is the big stories is Nation and EG both went out early on.
Really early, yeah. EnVy knocked out EG late last night. And I believe Aware Gaming knocked out Optic Nation. I'm pretty sure that was Aware Gaming. I'm pretty sure that has Methods on it. Very good team. They knocked out Optic Nation, and Optic Nation team that I expect good things out of lots of events, but they really haven't come through.
Well, now jumping on board with Parasite, moving straight up here. It looks like he's going to go straight past Graffiti, train into white. Looking for that one player, gets him, goes straight into top white as well. Looking for another player. That player is above him, but big start off of FaZe.
Yeah, and it's a pretty good start for FaZe, but right there you see actually 3 down for FaZe. Envy is going to be able to get control. And I was talking to you earlier, Brycey, about Nameless and his AR on this map. You see, picking up 2 kills right off the break, able to, you know, dominate from far away when all these players rush out to B.
Now, Formal in a good position here. This is where I see Formal doing very well. He doesn't have to worry about too much about it. He can just defend, go on a bit of a slaying spree in there, and it does it 2-piece. And he just, like I said, this is where Formal's going to kind of just shine. He's in their back spawn. They're going to have to deal with him, and he loves that. He loves when players have to come towards him, and he can just run around, punch and move, and just slay to his heart's content. And,
you know, talking with Formal, you know, he was hit or miss when he was on TK because he always felt like he needed to get on the flag. And when he first joined Envy, he was telling me that they told him, you know, your job is to run straight through the flag. Don't stop at the flag, just run straight through the flag. That they don't want Formal to be on the flags when they're taking him. I mean, obviously situations come up where he's going to have to, but ideally they want him just pushing the other team's side of the map constantly. They don't want him to worry about anything else but slaying.
Well, Merc now actually going back there has been cleaned up anyway, but there's going to be 2 players that could have jumped on, but they just kind of ran past it. They're trying to get this set up here, FaZe, before they make any big move.
Yeah, but you see Nameless 5-1, dominating with that assault rifle. FaZe is not adjusted to that. You saw some smokes right there, but he has a thermal sight, so you know they're going to have to come up with something different. They're going to have to do is they're really going to have to push the Envy base and get up in their building so Nameless can't run that AR to get out of his spawn. But you see, you know, great plays right here out of Formal, you know, cleaning out top white.
They're still holding here. JCap's gone into red now, so he will have red control at the same time. He should be able to pick up at least one coming through his door. Picks up none of them, but Formal still picking up kills as well. And I said this before I started, and I've got to repeat it again. This is exactly what Formal likes doing.
Yeah, no, this is exactly what Envy wants him to do. They want him to play selfish. It's odd that you say that, but if Formal is not playing selfish, he's not playing the way he needs to be playing on this Envy team. You know, the other 3 players so selfless that they are willing to, you know, do everything, jump on flags, that they don't really focus too much on the slaying department. They need one player to really, you know, step up and take that role for them, and that is definitely Formal.
There you go, now on board with Merc, who had an incredible day yesterday. Picks at 1, a second player coming around, hipfire, not going to make it hit. Back on board with Nameless. We will jump on board with FaZe very soon, but all the kills are swinging in the way of Team Envy.
Yeah, you know, Envy just really not letting up on this mid-map control. Nameless able to pick up 2. Got another player across map, get some shots in him, but he is not able to get away. If he would have picked up that 3-piece, that would have been crazy, Bryce.
It would have done as well, but just great shots there to deflect them off here. FaZe just haven't even got a sniff of that B point yet.
Yeah, no, they haven't really even come up with a good plan to really get there. I mean, you see just players from Envy just flooding mid-map. Every time FaZe gets 2 or 3 players down, you know, there's 1 player behind enemy lines for Envy, you know, pick up that 2-piece, 3-piece, able to save that flag. But you know, looking at some of the kill-to-death ratios, you see Apathy 9 and 7 playing pretty decent. You know, Sensor had a great series against MW, you know, even though in a loss, not playing too well right now.
Gonna rely on Nameless. Nameless is not going to get that second kill. And here comes Formal, though. Formal managed to make it. Great play from all of Team Envy there. They had to make the kills in critical positions. They had to get a flag. They had to get them off B, and they made them, and it's going to keep them in the lead here.
Yeah, and you see Apathy, they're just going to try and smoke and just jump onto B, and it's the same story. You see Nameless picking him off from afar with that AR all the way in the back of spawn. Going into this second half, Bryce, you know, only a minute left in this first one. They're down by a lot. They're going to have to come up with some kind of adjustment that's effective to get Nameless off of that AR play.
Merc with a 2-piece there, on board with Parasite. Parasite managed to clean up Formal. For now moving forward, looking for another player to try and pick up, and they do have to change tactics. You are right, man. This is not really working. Parasite goes on. He does not have the bodies to secure it. Apathy comes in, gets a kill. It's not enough to trade here. I mean, 48 seconds left. They should be able to get this one. Nobody from Envy in the vicinity. Finally, with 4 minutes, 15 seconds gone, do they get this flag back?
Yeah, you know, it's definitely too little too late in this first half for FaZe. I mean, you know, they're going to be able to rack up a little bit of points right here, but going into the second half, Bryce, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of adjustments they make off the start, whether they might want to run an AR of their own, whether it be Karma or Parasite.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably going to be Parasite and let Karma run and gun, but that's obviously going to be their decision. But they definitely need to change up. They need a counter to Nameless. Like I said, you've seen Formal pushing through, like you've got Slayers that can do that on both teams. But Nameless is holding there and just making those long-range kills and those 2 pieces off the point every single time. They've got a triple cap in the last few seconds here. They're only going to get 1 tick with it by the look. But it will be 98 to 66.
Yeah, I mean, that's a 32-point lead for Envy going into the second half. You know, just a dominating performance. Like I said, you know, too little too late for FaZe. They're going to need to adjust for Nameless because now he's going to go to the side that we've seen him do so much work on in that red 3 with that AR. They have to know he's going to be up there trying to lock them in crates. What Envy's going to try and do is get a player in a white, go all the way across, and they're going to try and force spawn, FaZe in crates right there. And we see players, they're team killing each other right there. Something wrong, what it looks like. Don't know why. It looks like something happened to Sensor. Maybe his disc came out.
He says he doesn't know. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a very quick commercial break. Remember that score, 98-66. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to UMG Nashville. Elgato 25K. I am Mr. X, joined by Brycey right there. Sensor accidentally turned his Xbox off with his muscles. So we are just going to get this restarted.
He flexed that incredible bicep and hit the power button. It's so sensitive.
Hit the power button. Yeah, so right now we're going to have everybody joining back up. EnVy is going to be up 32 going into this second half. So those of you who need a little bit of help with math at home, FaZe needs to win by more than 32.
Yep, well, we're going to jump on board here. And for me, the most important thing in this second half is got to be the break once again. If EnVy get it, I'm pretty much going to say good night. It'll be a massive comeback if FaZe come back. But if not, I think if they can hold it here, it might be a really good chance for FaZe.
Right, so a little bit different actually off the start. Looking at Team EnVyUs cycling through the guns, Nameless looks like he's going to push straight to underground with a submachine gun instead of going to his usual red 3 spot. So a little bit different strategy from them, and you can actually see that he is the player on enemy lines right now. Sensor going to be trying to take B, and he's going to take him out, and that has to be extremely frustrating for FaZe. Thought they were going to actually have a chance to get B right off the start.
I wonder if they're going to play B defense. Now, I've seen a team do this more than once, and basically the concept is you treat B as if you already own it.
And you're just going to push through it straight to the other team's side. See, I would be kind of wary of doing that if I was EnVy, because this isn't a map like Octane where you can have great lines of sight on B flag. You can get behind those trains, you can get on top of the trains, you can smoke them, you can be on your side, you can be on their side. There's so many spots to take this flag from. It's so dynamic that right here you see Merc almost picks up that 2-piece. Looks like JCap coming in, trying to save the day. Apathy, though, he never goes away on those flags, always around to make those types of plays.
Looks like he's trying to open the door, has eventually managed to open it. Nameless going straight through. You can actually see FaZe have pushed massively in here to go catch some of this Game Boy, and it looks like they've gone straight through as well. Nameless is going to have to go get that home flag, or there will be a triple cap. But no, they've still spawned up. EnVy have spawned in that area.
Yeah, and this is insane right now. You have people spawning right next to each other. Merc picking up 2, Formal picking up another, and they are spawning right next to each other. It looked like FaZe was spawning at back red for a little bit, while EnVy was spawning at C flag. So, just constant action over in that lumber area. It looks like Parasite, he is going to be able to try and make a play, but look at Merc. So
dirty,
crafty.
Dirty.
Yeah, and that is just a brilliant play out of him.
It is, and so they're just, I think, just being a pain now. Look at this, they're going for the triple cap as well. JCap in the middle, he has brought it back to neutral. It's now 2 to neutral in favor of EnVyUs. They are doing so well on this side, and they're ahead enough that it's going to take a monumental effort from FaZe here. The 2 to 1 is still enough, but they have to get it within the next 15 seconds. Yeah,
I mean, absolutely, just a great start from Team EnVyUs. And actually, right now, I want to go to an Astro listening with Team EnVy to see if they can close out this first map against FaZe.
Go away.
From white. They did not see you go there. They did not see you go there.
Yeah, you can get this neutral. Yeah,
wait till Sensor pushes out.
Once, get alley, Apathy. Watch your left, guys.
Turn around, man. I'll turn. Zero. You got me. 2 on it. 2 on it.
Yeah, looking the same way as him. Big one. Cap that. In there, middle. Cap it.
Go. Hit this. I'm pushing right now.
All right, this is where we're going to want OE to be. Yep. Big kills right now. Big kills.
I'm on top here. Red door. I got 2. Let's go.
Try to hop it.
One could be white. Our side.
Underground alley.
Red 3. Big win.
Underground alley. Gate alley.
Nice. All 4 stay alive. Nice.
Underpass. Two A search. 3 plays. Let's go. One more. You look best. Let's go.
I got stun. I'm saying live. One's white.
Left eye.
Yeah.
He crossed.
I got him.
Let's go, guys. Good stuff.
I'm in red.
I don't see him.
I'm going to go up top red.
One is back left. He's pushing gate. He's generator.
Yeah, Gen.
I'm one shot.
He's regenerating.
Back red, help me out.
Hold my back red. I don't know where generator is. He's still get down.
Hang on.
One guy's underpass. I backed up to underground.
Back red dead.
Underpass dead.
Nice. 3-3. We need Karma Apathy.
Oh my goodness, JCap backpack in full effect. He has managed to bring them there, just punch straight through FaZe. And it's pretty much spelling good night now for that team. I mean, we were talking during that, listening, and we were like, they can win it with this 2 to 1 here, FaZe, if they hold it. But JCap said no dice and just took everyone apart. Yeah, JCap's back, definitely feeling better. Had some back problems, but right now, he is just carrying Team EnVy in this second half. Just to remind you guys, Sensor accidentally turned his Xbox off, so
Envy is up 32 right now, plus the score that we have currently on your screen. So, you know,
it's almost over.
Yeah.
Literally, if it ticks over once more, I'm fairly certain it's over even with the triple cap here, and it will be. That is going to be it. 36 points is left on the clock, and it has to get a triple cap from FaZe. They're not going to do it at that tick. And there we go. We're going to know that Envy are going to take map number 1.
Yeah, you know, able to win this second side with, you know, Nameless 6 and 7. I mean, just was 3 and 7, you know, a few seconds ago. But, you know, pretty strong performance from Envy, but you did see signs of life out of FaZe in this second half, much closer, you know, than the first half, obviously. But, you know, they definitely came alive or stepped it up in the slaying department. You see Apathy, 14 kills, Sensor with 10 of his own, Parasite with 10 of his own. But, no, not a great game from Karma.
No, I'm kind of surprised to see that as well. We were talking a lot about FaZe coming into this weekend, and we've talked about EG in the same context. They've had a roster change. Are they going to fit in as quick as they would like to?
Yeah, you know, I mean, Karma definitely has some chemistry with Parasite, but, you know, some issues with, you know, Sensor and Apathy, you know, just going back and forth on how they should play. You know, trying to make some plays happen. Karma's a player where you kind of have to tailor your team around him, you know, because he makes so many decisions that you really don't understand why, you know, he's making the plays or going to the spots he's doing. You just kind of have to trust his natural instincts. So, you know, it has to be very difficult if teams are not really, you know, playing around him.
Well, there we go. It's going to be EnVyUs to take map number 1. And we will be right back after this short commercial break to see you guys on Freight S&D.